Hey, can your utility knife do this? Yeah, that's right, tactical reload. And that's just the beginning. Guys, before I get into this knife, I want to talk about NexTool as a brand and give them a quick shout out. All of their tools are minimalist. They are not heavy. They're not super bulky. They pack in a lot of features for their size, weight, and cost. And they tend to do some things that are, I think, a little bit different in that market space. Not that I'm bagging on some of their more well-known competitors, because there's a lot of decent multi-tools out there, but NexTool really kind of takes a different approach to some of their tools and their usefulness. They have all kinds of cool stuff on their website, and they offer a ton of them on Amazon as well. But the one that I really want to talk about is the Nextool E20, a brand new utility knife they just put out. Guys, I realize that there's a ton of utility knives out there, but this one is super feature packed for its size. I've used bigger ones like the Milwaukee. I've used much more minimalist ones, and I've probably shown those at various videos, but this one really kind of hit the sweet spot when it comes to features and what it does. Let's talk about that. Okay, first up, let's get some quick specs. Guys, this only weighs 3.55 ounces. It is 4.1 inches long at its longest, 1.275 inches wide, and at its thickest, even including the pocket clip here, it is just over ½ an inch thick. So for what you get, it's a super small and compact package. And look guys, the box cutter itself, or the utility blade, the slider is locked unless you push that little lock over. Once you push it over, you can get to the just cutting boxes. The full paper cutter, if you push the lock down and push it all the way to the end, you can pull the blade out, and you can obviously reverse it if you want to go to the other end and just use that, because the first side was, you know, nice and beat up, and now you want to do that, good to go. But what's even more entertaining and cool is if you just pop this out and then you slide this all the way back, slide it all the way out, boom, whole new blade just comes from the magazine. So you've got the ability to very quickly change blades or reverse it, whichever. In the blade magazine on the other side, if you pop this door open, that's where the spare blades go. So you know where to put in refills if you need them. And it comes with, I want to say 2 right off the jump. 3 spare blades along with the one that's in it. So 4 blades, quite a value. And like I said, I really like the blade magazine. I think that's friggin' cool, guys. Oh, there we go. And all of it, like I said, nice, small, safe, compact package that works nicely in your pocket, or if you want to tie it onto a lanyard. But here's the thing, guys. It's not just a knife. It's got a lot of other little mini features in it. One, a centimeter ruler on one side. So if you're that, and obviously a pocket clip that you can use if you want. Reasonably strong, not too light, not too heavy. This end, pry bar, nail puller, and you can use this to pull staples. You have a mini Phillips head screwdriver on this side, a little mini flathead screwdriver on this side, and a bottle cap opener here in this, or you can use it for prying, but obviously what I use it for was a bottle cap puller, so that, you know, when you're done and you are ready to crack a cold one, you're good to go with this. Guys, if we want to talk about how this stacks up against some other utility knives, look, you can compare it to the Milwaukee. Now, this is good for a job site probably, but it's heavy, it's bulky, you know, bigger pocket clip. You know, it also has a locking blade, but it's more, you know, your standard type locking blade. And obviously this one's swappable blades as well. This one doesn't have any storage for spare blades on it. Some of the Milwaukee's do, but this one does not. This one does also come with a screwdriver and a dual-sided bit. Heavy, bulky, like I said, good for job sites. This is a little more minimalist. But then when we get to the minimalist, and I've reviewed one of these before, guys, this is probably like the smallest I would use, but it is legitimately like kind of folded steel or sheet metal. It is very light duty. I would be very, very leery of using this in any sort of heavier duty capacity. It does lock, so we got that going for it. So it's somewhat safe in that regard, and locks open as well. But for what you're getting for this, guys, if we want to talk about like the Goldilocks with probably too much and too little, and then just enough when it comes to the Nextool, I think this really, really works for a lot of people. And I think that it's heavy duty enough to where you could use it in an industrial setting if you so desire. It's well built for what it is. Guys, so look, I ran this thing through its paces. Everything from cutting up cardboard boxes to prying nails, prying staples, opening bottles, all the things. And guys, this did it easily and without complaint. And what I really love is that if the blade starts to get dull on you, because look, every utility blade, use it long enough, it's gonna start getting dull. You just swap it out. You can either end for end swap it, or you just boop, boop, pop out another one and you're ready to go. And it uses the commonly available size of utility blades. So they're available anywhere. You could certainly order them off the internet, but you can go to your local big box hardware store and pick up a whole pack of them. And they're cheap, inexpensive. And that's one of the things that I love about utility knives. You know, when you got a nice high dollar knife, yeah, it keeps an edge for a while, but sooner or later that knife is going to get beat up from use and abuse. Whereas a utility knife, like I said, just keeps on kicking. You just swap out another blade and you just get back to work. So look, at the end of the day, who is this knife for? I think it's pretty broadly useful, and it could be useful for a tradesman. It could be useful for somebody who works in an office and just needs something as an EDC to open up boxes, packages, letters, or to break down the same to make them easier to put in recycling or trash. I think that it could be useful for pretty much anybody, guys, who just needs a sharp object that they don't have to do a lot of maintenance to, and maybe wants to use some of the other tools available. Obviously, you could just tie it to a lanyard as well if you want. The fact that this blade won't come out without like some real work on the slider makes it super safe in my opinion. So if you want to throw this in a pocket, purse, pouch, whatever, and not worry about like something sharp starting to cut up you or whatever you threw it in, this is an excellent, excellent choice in that regard. I like it a lot, and I'm super happy that Nextool gave me the opportunity to check it out. Guys, I do a lot of gear reviews, sometimes some firearms and fitness content, but probably 80–90% of my channel is gear reviews and EDC stuff. If that sort of thing interests you, guys, make sure you do those YouTube things like subscribe, hit the notification bell. I tend to put out at least one video a week and a bunch of shorts. If you hit the notification bell, you'll obviously have the opportunity to see what I'm doing on a fairly up-to-date and regular basis. And guys, your time is valuable. I appreciate you watching. And if you're still watching at this point, I really, really appreciate you. I will put links to this in the description at whatever's the best price. And I don't know the actual MSRP at the time of this video. Maybe I'll go back in and edit it, but it is relatively inexpensive for what you get, as are all of Nextool's value-oriented tools. Link in the description, and any of the links that I put are affiliate links. Guys, if you click on those, you can purchase stuff at no additional cost to you, but it does give me a couple of extra cents to allow me to purchase and try out things for this channel. I will end this here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Stay safe. I'll talk to you soon.
Get 'em, Jay.